These are all of the Cypher System books that I have not yet reviewed on my channel. And I've selected a few that I potentially want to review in the month of February. And it's up to you to decide which one. Hi there fellow roleplayers and game masters, my name is Mr. Tarask and this is still your go-to YouTube channel for anything Cypher System, and I've selected a few books out of the pile of books for the Cypher System that I have not yet reviewed on this channel. These books are books that I naturally lean towards and that I want to review in the month of February, potentially, because I want you to decide. So what I want to do in this video is quickly go over 4 books, and then you can click the link in the description below that will take you to a poll on my community tab of my channel where you can vote. The first one that I potentially want to talk about is Ptolus. Yes, this is a 700, almost 700 pages thick tome. That is a campaign setting of a freaking city. Yes, man, it's heavy. All of this is city. This is city. City, 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 city. It talks about the city, it talks about the districts, it talks about the politics, it talks about the sewers, it talks about everything there is to talk about in a city, and it is so completely overwhelming. It even comes with like this brown paper envelope that is full of stuff for your players and maps and stuff to hand out. I don't know exactly what is in here, and I've been interested in this thing for quite a while, but I haven't really looked into it deep enough to do a review yet because it is just so damn overwhelmingly big. So if this takes the win, it will probably take me a few weeks in order to actually get an opinion out about Ptolus to you. Then there is a book called First Responders, which I absolutely love, but I haven't reviewed for good reason. As you might know, I daily drive a 42-year-old fire van, a Volkswagen van, air-cooled van. It's 42 years old. It's old and crappy and slow, but I daily drive it because I love it. And I'm actually waiting for the weather to be good for me to make like a funny-ish skit in order to do an intro for the First Responders video. But I absolutely love this book. It is kind of like a genre book for the Cypher System. It's a little bit thinner, on the thinner side, but it's all about like running disasters. And I think this is really good for those, you go away in a weekend with your friends, right? And your friends are like, let's play a role-playing game. You're like, I've got something, like you do like one session of you being rescue workers in, I don't know, a tsunami or 9/11 or whatever, and you do something like that, like the building is on fire, you need to rescue people, or you need to get people from the side of a cliff with a helicopter or stuff like that. I think this is really, really cool for that, and it is really original. I would like to run this in a way where my players are first responders, and they're just sitting around drinking coffee, right? And they get a call, and I randomly roll dice to generate the call. So for me, it becomes a game within a game where I, as a game master, don't even know what the disaster is until I do like an X amount of rolls, and then I just roll with it. So that's why I think First Responders is really cool. So if you want to see that, make sure to put out your vote. Number 3 is We Are All Mad Here, a white book by Monte Cook Games themselves, and this is all about fairy tales. Jack climbing the beanstalk, the Little Mermaid finding her voice, Alice struggling with the madness of a place unruled by the laws of reality, the queen, the child, the woodsman, the knight. When you think about fairy tales, who do you become? Where does your imagination take you? So it's all about fairy tales, and with fairy tales, I do not mean like the happy, flappy Disney kind of stuff necessarily. Fairy tales can go really, really dark if you want them to go really, really dark. As a matter of fact, most fairy tales come from really dark stories, right? So I really want to dive deeper into this one because it intrigues me, because it is completely out of my comfort zone. I like being outside of my comfort zone. That's just who I am. I like challenging myself. So this one is just, I've never played a fairy tale type tabletop RPG. I've never played like a figure who walks around like the world where Alice, like the Wonderland world from Alice or whatever. I don't know, the Kingdom of Oz or whatever, that kind of stuff. I've never played a game like that, and I surely never ran a game like that. But this book, if it is equally as good, if it is half as good as the other white books by Monte Cook Games, then this one will probably teach me how to do that. So if you want to see this one, make sure to vote on We Are All Mad Here. And then the odd one out, The Strange. I have no idea why this book speaks to me. No idea. I'm not into multiverse type of movies. I'm not into multiverse type of TV shows, stories, whatever. I'm not like to Doctor Strange. I can appreciate some of it, some of that kind of stuff, right? But I'm like not into that kind of stuff. At the same time, this book has been staring at me for very long, and for some reason, I flip through it every now and then. It might be the powers of the multiverse speaking to me. It might be because the creature on the back really reminds me of Warframe, and some of the creatures in here remind me of Warframe, and it's the open-endedness of it. It not really being a genre, because you can go to whatever world you want, and you can have it be whatever kind of like subgenre you want. I really find this really intriguing, and I cannot really explain why. So if you want to see me ramble about it some more, vote for The Strange. And that's it for this short but not unimportant video. It is really important that you cast your vote, because I do this channel for you. For you on your phone, on the toilet, or in your couch in front of your TV, or in front of your laptop where you're supposed to be working and you're just watching Mr. T's videos. I do this for you because I really want to give good consumer advice about the products that you want to hear about. So make sure to click the link in the description below, cast your vote, and until next video, bye-bye.